Hey guys, it's Ralph Greenwood here. This is Coppasetic 1.5. Now, this is not part 2, this is part 1.5. Part 2 is when I'm going to tell you guys what my attorney told me, what he advised me to do, which I think now I'm starting to put together actually what he would tell me. But I want to tell you guys about a video by Darrel Eves. Perhaps you've seen it. If you haven't, go see it. If you have, I will give an opportunity for you to move through this video a little faster, okay? But first off about Darrel Eves, he's connected with YouTube a lot. He's a major YouTuber. I first saw his videos in the help section of YouTube, and then I saw some also when I was going through the Creator Academy. He did some videos in there, but his video that came out was called "What the FTC Commissioner Said to My Attorney About COPPA." Okay. And there will be a link down here to go to and see it. Darrel Eves and Jeremy Johnston, who is a former attorney, they put this video together. It is a lot like a news program. Darrel kind of interviews Jeremy and asks certain questions, and Jeremy, covers those points. Okay. Now, if you've already seen the video and you feel that you've seen enough of it and you've watched it in its entirety, it's just a little bit over an hour long. So it's something you want to sit down and get in depth and really soak yourself into. So if you already have watched it, watch this video, and also on that video there's a link to sign a petition. I will also have the link here to sign the petition from change.org, okay, and you can go and do that. But I will have a link down here to skip. I'm going to explain some key points of the video. If you don't necessarily want to do that, there is a link where you can skip that, and this video will restart right after I did the points, and I will be talking about making comments to the FTC, which is the Federal Trade Commission website. So I'm going to cover these points that Jeremy and Darrel and Jeremy. Okay, one of the things that's brought up is Andrew Smith. He is the director of the Bureau of Consumer Protection for the FTC. It's like a division of the Federal Trade Commission. And he said, and here's a quote, and I'll also give you a link. You can look at the quote online. It's from MediaPost. It's on MediaPost.com. But Andrew Smith, he was quoted. I quote, "We have heard that the inability to engage in interspace advertising on YouTube is going to hurt content creators," unquote. Okay, when he said this, after he said this, the consumer advocates that have been pressuring the FTC called on senators, and they requested to have Mr. Smith, Andrew Smith, recluded. In other words, they wanted to get him out of the conversation. Okay, this is what happened. Okay, and Jeremy talks about that in the video. Okay, and also Andrew Smith, he says, quote, "I am worried that YouTube will become a desert of crap," unquote. That's another thing that he said. The COPPA Act itself is under review. It is under review right now as we speak. Today is November 26th, 2019. The deadline for the review is December 9th, 2019. Okay? All right. Okay. And I will restate that about that. Okay. And the last point here, Jeremy talks about the balance of voices. The balance of voices. The FTC has sustained a lot of pressure from excuse me, guys. Better. The FTC has sustained a lot of pressure from advocacy groups. And Jeremy points out that this imbalance is starting to, they're starting to hear from other sides of this thing, from creators, from viewers of YouTube, and things like that. Okay. Now you guys have already seen the video. Okay, you've already seen the video. You're joining us now because you skipped the key points. But, you know, signing the petition for change.org, it'd be a great thing to do. Also, filling out a comment on the FTC's website is a thing to do. If you are a model railroader, you should look into this and you should fill out these comments. Fill out a comment on the FTC page. There are talk points for viewers. There are talk points for creators. We are both because we both view videos and we create them. So you can talk from both aspects, okay? And there is a link to the link to the talk points, okay. Okay, now we got to there are talk points listed, okay. Okay. Now about the comments to the FTC website, I want to let you guys know on November 24th, the number of comments was over 116,000. I remember seeing 116,000 something, okay? When I checked it on November 25th, yesterday, the number of comments was 145,000. When I checked today, which is November 26, 2019, the number of comments is 152,000. So it's like about 10,000, comments are being put on that website every day. And I did go through, guys, and looked at these comments, and I looked through about 4 or 5 pages, and most of the comments are for mixed family viewing, to come up with a mixed family viewing thing, revision of COPPA, you know. People say, you know, you're hurting creators, you're turning this into, you know, and, you know, there were some negative, there were like one that said, well, the penalty should be severe, you know, but that's those people's opinions. They are entitled to that. And so are you. You are entitled to go there and make and post a comment. Okay, now, be civil. That is what I'm going to say. Be civil about it. There are talk points. Look over the talk points. Present your case in a positive tone. Talk about what the positive effects will be. Okay, no slamming, no nothing, none of that. Positive things about, you know, I have a channel. My channel is to share the love of model railroading with basically anybody who can watch, but I have to set my video to not for kids under 13, but it's safe for them to view. But that is not the point. That the thing is about YouTube collecting information and along that line, but I would be for a family-friendly, you know, my videos are family-friendly. There's only 2 of them that are age-restricted, just for certain reasons. Because there's alcohol in the video, that's the only reason. But, and you know, if you guys want to watch Darrel's video again, you could. I watched it 3 or 4 times by now. And thank you very much, Darrel. And Jeremy. And yeah, Darrel, when he speaks, he speaks a language of unity among creators. Both him and Jerry talked about the future of YouTube. Jeremy talks about the ecosystem which created YouTube and the ecosystem which it thrives. It's very interesting, you know. Yes. And then one more thing, Jeremy talks about learned helplessness. We are not helpless. We are not helpless. Okay? This is a chance for everybody to speak up in a positive tone for what you want, for what you think is right. Okay? And you know, neither one of us, no, neither one, Darrel, Jeremy, or me, none of us know what's going to happen. Okay? It's, you know, I feel bad for the creators that are going to lose they're going to lose a lot of income. It is not good. It is not good. So, I hope you guys go. All the links for putting in the comments are there. You know, do this right. That's going to be my emphasis. Be civil, state the positive side. Talk a little bit about what you do, especially if you're a model railroader, because there's a lot. I know the model railroaders are watching right now. And model trains are not toys. It says so on the packaging. That's one point to make. You know, model trains are exact reproductions of the prototype, the real thing. Toy trains are not. Toy trains they're made different. Okay, so this is Ralph Greenwood, and on this Thanksgiving Eve, I want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you later. Bye.